Hi, I'm Andrew, and first of all, thank you for considering buying a template from Noco. So I'm on the Noco templates page, and this is exactly what will happen when you go click Get Free Now, and you can click on the Claim Your Free Template Now. I'm already logged in, but it'll ask you to log in, and then you can download. So if you're watching this after the free period, get on our email list so you can get access to those templates before or while they're still free. After 24 hours, all the templates are paid. So once you download this, you're going to open it up and this is the exact code that you will get. Let me show you around the individual page. So get free now. So we already own this one, great. But here's the doc. So this README will be up here for you to reference and use. And again, the idea is that with a template, you're going to be able to build the thing that you want to build faster. If you buy a template, that's a complete SaaS application, right? Like it's got a database, file upload, authentication, billing already done for you. And so in this case, the sample app is called invoiceflow. But here it's a supabase project. So if you like supabase, this one's a great one for you. It's also Next.js, which I personally love with Tailwind. And then these again are the environment variables that you'll need. Nothing really fancy in here. There's just the Stripe keys and your supabase keys, and that's really it. So this one comes with a landing page too. So here's a demo. I mean, I'll sign out. And then this is the login page, but here's a landing page, right? You could delete this and just have this as the login area if you wanted to. But here's the landing page. It's clean, it's pretty, nothing fancy, but gets the job done. What makes us stand out? I kind of like these images. I think I ripped them from somewhere. And then here's billing. So this is real though. That's the difference, is that this thing, if you click choose plan, you could actually check out. And then here's don't just take our word for it. So this is kind of cool. It's with the, just like testimonials. And then this is the footer. I think it's pretty. So again, let's sign in here. And this is a test user, so test@noco.io. And then here's the password. So let me sign in. And now we're inside of the application. So again, this is what you're buying. You're buying the thing that's already done. So authentication, already done, right? When people need to go and log in or create users and stuff like that, you can use all of supabase to do whatever you want or change whatever you want. But this, again, is already wired up. So you're not like fighting to set stuff up anymore. This is just like you off to the races. And if this idea of invoice flow is close to your idea, hopefully you can get your software product out the door faster. So create client, let's do test1 and test1@gmail.com. Company name and notes are not required. So let's go over to our client section. And here's our test1. We could edit in here and say, whatever. But again, like this is real. This is persisting in supabase. So again, if you don't know what supabase is, I would not recommend you start here. This is like for people that know a little bit more about supabase. But again, your dashboard, total clients 18. These total invoices, these are real counts coming from a real database. You can create an invoice. So if I select a client, I can do paid. And I'm just, again, clicking through here to show you that like this is more than just a UI. This is actually stuff that's working. And I could actually do an attachment. So let's see here. I'll upload an icon here and create an invoice. And just to show you that file uploading is actually working, let's go into one of these invoices and we can see the files that are uploaded. So attachment view. There's the image that I uploaded. And if I click edit here, current attachment, I could add more. But again, file upload is done. Authentication is done. Parts of the database are done. Again, it does a particular thing, relatively simple. However, I think that it will help speed up your development if you kind of need a traditional SaaS that's doing a lot of like tables and forms like this. Now here's the fun part, or one other fun part, members. So you can actually manage team members. So this is a multi-tenant system. What that means is that when you log in, you don't see everybody else's stuff. You just see your stuff, right? If you're not as familiar with engineering, this is like how almost all SaaS applications work. You don't spin up an entire new database for every customer. People are sharing the database. However, you want to make sure that the user's data is secure and user A cannot see user B's stuff and vice versa. So in here, we already have this done. And again, this is just in supabase. So you can log into supabase and manage this all yourself. So let me go into the dashboard. You'll probably end up seeing some keys that you're not supposed to, but that's okay. Let's go into authentication here. And again, these are all the users in different orgs, and you can manage them, again, all from supabase. So really, really cool. Supabase is awesome, yeah. And here we go. So I'm already subscribed here, but you could manage your subscription. Again, this works with Stripe. So you would just swap out your Stripe keys. And here's Stripe billing already done. All you have to do is maybe the webhook and change your keys. That's it. But like the code part is totally done. And of course, let's quickly check out the code. So we have several different components in here. We have the auth section. Again, this is just front end because the back end is being handled by Supabase. We have our context, and we have our pages. So this is a Next.js pages router. To add a new page, you would just say new page, and then this would be /new-page, and that route would work. So let's take a look at one of these pages. Here's the dashboard. So pretty clean, nothing fancy in here. This is something that your junior developer should be able to read and use. And it's certainly something where if you pop this into Cursor or Windsurf and ask about it, it's definitely going to be able to understand this. And you're going to, because of this structure, be able to output code pretty quickly. And it's going to have fewer mistakes. So here in the SQL folder is the RLS section. So this is for row level security for Supabase. Here's Supabase schema. And then here's the seed file. This is just something where if you want to quickly spin up like test data, I just put this in here and included it for you to be able to demo and test this yourself in your own environment quickly after you buy it. So we've got a Supabase middleware here and our server here. That's really it. There's really not a ton of fancy stuff happening here. It's just a clean example to get you up and running quickly with, again, file uploads, billing, and authentication, and kind of authenticated routes. That might actually be an interesting thing for us to look at really quick. So how do we know in the dashboard that somebody is authenticated? So we'll go in here and look for a user. And if the user does not exist, we're going to redirect them to an unauthenticated page. So in this layout, so we'll see if auth is loading, and if the user does not have a session, this is where we push them back to the authentication page. So again, this is like ready to be transformed into the thing that you want to go build. And I hope that you enjoy. Thanks.